Recording in progress.
Hey, now. We'll be getting started here shortly. Hey, now. Hey, now. What's up, family? I um I commented in the chat and put the link to the broker on here just in case somebody does not have it or need the link to it. And I'm fresh with using the new chart, um, the Sway Pro charts. So that's when it's totally different. What's up, family? I see we got another person on here too. Welcome to the call. Hey now. So let me go ahead and put this back in here real quick. Okay, so now that's the link to sign up for the broker. You want to sign up for the broker and you also want to download the platform. So if you're on the iPhone, if you're on an Android, or you're on your laptop, computer, whichever one, you can go straight to the link here. It's going to take you there. So I'll put the $50 in here like I told y'all I would. And I'm just going to log out really quick. So once you're logged in, log out and go straight to myswaymarkets.com. Wait a minute, I lied. Swaymarkets.com. If this menu button does not pull up, just scroll down. You can simply hit this menu button and click Sway Charts. This is the regular platform. As you see on iOS, it says coming soon. So you need the Sway Charts Pro. So you want to download that on your Windows, download it on your Mac, Android users, iOS users. Come straight to here and download it. This is where you download it from. And now the platform does look different. I literally just pulled it up about 30 minutes ago. I started marking up on it just to kind of get familiar with it. And this is what it looks like. So this is what the Pro chart look like. Um, I don't really know what I'm doing right now, but I'm learning as I go. So right now, right here where the pair is at, AUDJPY, this is where you click to change the pair. This over here is the watch list. I haven't dealt with none of this, so this is the default watch list, right? Right here where it says M15, this is where you can change your time frame. Now, what I do love about this is it's not just the regular 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. You actually get way more times on here. You got the 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minute, 5 minute, 6 minute, 10 minute, 12 minute, so forth, 20 minute time frame, right? On your hours, you got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 daily, right? Weekly, monthly, and then you can actually get the ticks. So just like if you were trading on futures, you can also now trade with ticks. So once you learn that, that can start making sense to you. And if you want to trade with ticks, you can. I'm on a 15-minute time frame. Now, this menu button on the top right, this is how you go to full screen, right? So if you want to make the full screen up, you don't want the watch list on here, you don't want no trade positions on the screen, just simply click this menu button and then click full screen. Now you got the full chart. Now, of course, simply over here to the left, this is, you click this, it's going to sell. If you click this blue one, it's going to buy, right? So again, for those who just hopped on, this is the Sway Chart Pro version. This is not the regular Sway Chart. This is the Pro version. Um, this is my first time pulling it up. I can, I think y'all been here for the most part. If not, y'all can just watch the replay. I only been on for like 2 minutes going over it so far. So right here, we have the price style. So we click this. If you want candles, hollow candles, and so forth, you just click that, right? This icon beside it, the cursor type, arrow, crosshairs, marker. So that's this cursor on here. If I want the crosshairs and so forth, I can click back, click crosshairs, and now I have the up and down, Y and X axis cursor on the screen. The icon beside that, indicators. So here, boom, you click indicators. You want to click add indicator, and it gives you the whole list here. Of course, you can type in, so relative strength index and so forth. Regular indicators that's on here, you can simply pull them up by that. Beside indicators, you have drawings. So if you want to put the rectangles and so forth, I was confused a little bit trying to go to icon and look at this. I was thinking that this was supposed to be what I use, but these are actually symbols to let me get more creative on a chart. What you want to do is click start drawing. And as you see, I favorited the ray and the rectangle already. So I can click on all, I can scroll down all the way through to see which ones I want, or I can start typing to make it faster for myself to see if it's something I want to use, right? Um, Let me see what this is. Okay, drawings, and beside that is chart presets. Now the preset, I can set my chart to preset whatever indicators to be on there and so forth, I'm assuming. But I haven't played around with that part yet, so I'm not messing with it. I believe this is settings or price alerts. So you can set on price alerts. So if I see price breaking above a specific spot, right now it's at 96.51. I'm expecting it to come up here before I start looking for it to sell down. But if price breaks above 9655, right? It'll give me the alert. I can save it, and then boom, it'll let me know, yo, since you were looking for this, it happened. So go ahead and make it happen, right? Um, the last icon, deal ticket. I don't know what that is. I haven't clicked it yet, and I don't want to click it while I'm actually on a live account. So I will figure out what that is later. Settings. Clicking it for the first time. So you can load workspace and save workspace. If you click the plus sign, I'm assuming you'll be adding another pair at the bottom so you can just easily get to it. Let's just find out. Um, okay, it wouldn't let me off the screen unless I click that. Plus sign, perfect. So yeah, it lets me add another tab of a pair that I want to be looking at. So if I don't want to trade AJ and I want to trade a different pair, CAD JPY. Here we go. So now I'm on CAD JPY and I got AUD JPY right here. So far, we cool with how to use this so far. I know it's like weird looking. I haven't fixed none of my, haven't refreshed nothing. So that's the basics. That's exactly how you use it. These things over here, I have not touched. Tools, hit plus sign, account history, all this other stuff. Okay, cool. So on your downtime, you can play around with that. What's this? Watch list position. So any position that you're in, click on that, and that will pull it up. This button here, trade. If you want to take a trade, boom, click the button. Here's your lots. They got the stop loss and your take profit. You hit sell, you hit buy. Right now it's at a 0.01 and you're set. If you want to change the pair, you can and go from there. And that is all of the icons up here besides this one here, which is the menu button. Charts, quotes, trades, account history, currency, strength, mailbox, and so forth. So that's everything for Sway Charts Pro version. Now, let's get into talking about these trades. Now, I told you I was going to put $50 in the account, and we're going to trade it up to 1,000. That's the goal. That's the plan. So, going to be trading smart. Going to be using the same concepts of trading that we've been using all week. Everything that we've been talking about, I want you guys to start getting familiar with seeing the things that we need to see so we can take the trades that we need to take, right? So on this pair, AUDJPY, it's the same concept. What I did was I started on the 1 hour time frame, right? And what I wanted to identify was the places where price made the big moves from. I'm like, okay, where are the places that price reacted from so I know when to get into the market for a buy or a sell? Now I see price in real time, right? We were just doing a little ranging right here, and then we finally broke out the range and started trending. After the trend, right, we went on an uptrend, broke that uptrend, and now we're going down. Here's a big move to the downside. So this is that initial move, but we also have an imbalance right here, right? So, and when we look at this candle here, the wick, well, let me say it this way. This big candle here, when we look to the candle to the left of it, the wick on this blue candle is not filling the body of the red candle, and the candle to the right, the wick is not filling the body of this red candle. So that left a imbalance. So what that means for us is we are looking for price to come back into this area before we look for another sale. When price pulled down, it did a little consolidating here, and it broke down, right? So at this specific spot, we can see the same thing. Price, here's a supply here. It broke above the imbalance, which is cool, but this has broke above this zone. This is a supply. Now, of course, there can be a fake out to where it comes right here, where we sold from again prior to. It's consolidating right here. It can sell from here. All we need is the reaction so we know what to do. Now, I understand this is an imbalance. So I'm going to be patient and wait for price to get here before I take my trade. If price never gets to this zone, I don't take the trade. I just change my analysis so I can look for the trade I'm looking for at that moment. You want everything to map out the way you want it to. You want everything to play out the way you have it mapped out. So that way you can be taking the trade that you say you want to take. If you say you're looking for a sale, okay, where are you looking for it to sell from? Why are you looking for it to sell? If price comes up here into this zone, understand your stop loss is going to be above this zone, right? And if you look to the left, you can say, oh, well, I'm going to put it above the previous zone, which is cool. So right here, let me scoot this up a little bit. I can say right here will be where I put the stop loss. And then we look at a place where price has bought from previous. And the most aggressive spot it bought from is down here. So this would be to take profit overall. When we start giving ourselves the discipline talk and we start only going for the 10 pips or the 20 pips that we actually want, then we start getting that confidence that we need. When we start seeing the price of our balance going up, we get that confidence that we need. When we're seeing our charts or our screens blue, we get that confidence that we need. But it's nothing more better than closing out of the trade that you're in and actually pulling that money out of the market. There's too many times where we're taking screenshots of being in profit and not closing out of the trade. So we're only capturing the memory, and that has to stop. We need the real results to come out the real market so that way you can live your real life. You don't want to go a whole nother year going by and you're still getting the same results that you were getting from last year. You're just making the same mistakes that you were making last year. You're not taking the time to practice. You're not taking the time to study. You're not taking the time to watch other videos. You're not taking the time to get on the calls. You're not taking the time to ask questions. So how can you get the clarity that you need just by trying to do the basics? Do you think that Kobe Bryant became Kobe Bryant from just doing it one time? No. Do you think that LeBron James became LeBron James? Michael Jordan became Michael Jordan? They did it over and over again. They didn't do it till they got it right. They did it till they couldn't do it wrong. You have the same capability. It's just the amount of want that you wanted at. How bad do you want it? You know this is a skill that nobody can take away from you. You've been telling your friends, your family, your social media, and everything and everybody about how trading is going to change your life, but your actions haven't been allowing you to bring the cash in. And only you know what you really been doing on the market. Only you know what you really been doing behind the scenes. Have you really been giving this your all? Have you been sitting here just taking trades with no stop loss, no take profit, and just plugging in, just hoping they get to $1,000 so you can close out the trade and say, "Oh, I did it. I hit 1,000 off of a $50 account or $100 account." Compound the account. If you can work and take $14 an hour, well, if you're in a trade and it hits $14 in profit, why not just take that? Especially if you got that $14 in 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You just turned your hourly wage into a 5 minute income. That's the possibility, yes, but you don't have to always risk every trade for the biscuit. Make sure everything you need to see happens before you plug into a trade. So here, let me go to CAD JPY actually. So same thing here. We're on an hour time frame. I'm looking for the exact place up here where price reacted from. We know here is a supply. So I'm going to grab the drawing rectangle. 1 second, boom. We see right here, it's sold from here. And we're back in the zone. Where did the initial downward move come from? Up top. So now we go get a drawing again. Rectangle, and we mark this supply zone. Okay, I got a lot of stuff running on my computer. Okay, cool. So now we have both zones. If this breaks above this zone, it's going to come back up to here, and that's where we look for the sell from. If price respects this zone here, we can go ahead and look to sell from here. But we will have to give ourselves a reason to sell from here, which will just be simply going inside of this candle, which is going to a lower time frame, and seeing what the market is doing, making sure it's respecting this zone. Right here, we see an imbalance. So I'm going back to the drawing. I'm going to grab a ray. Boom. Oh no. There we go. Wait a second. There it go. Boom. It's a little off, but it don't got to be perfect, but we see where the line is at. Go get a ray here, and the same thing right here at this point. second. Boom, there we go here. So we see this area here, the wick stopped here on this blue candle, and then the wick stopped here on this red candle. This is where the imbalance is at. Not only that, watch this. I'm gonna grab a rectangle. I see this aggressive move to the upside. This is a demand zone, which here we see price came back to this spot, boom, respected it, pulled down, respected it, pulled down. Price can potentially come back here first because this is a major key level. We're at the fair value gap sitting right inside of here. We have an old demand zone. And now we want to see price come to here and then sell from here. Does that make sense? So price is right here at this resistance right now. Cool, perfect. If it respects this zone and starts to pull down, we can go to the lower than right now time frame to look for an entry. But because we see a major key level, this is a place that was once a floor. Let's just drag this to the side. This was the floor. Now it's a ceiling. I don't have to force myself into this trade to say, oh, I need to buy it till it gets to up here. No, let the market come to you. When the market comes to you and then you see the exact thing you need to see, there's no greater feeling. Because now you can have that confidence you need, and then you can use a lot size that you want, so that way you can win the trade that you've always been wanting to win. You see it's breaking above this zone. So now I'm literally going to wait for price to get here, start reacting to this zone. I'm going to wait for it to give a little break. I want it to, wait, let me go to the lower time frame. So boom, go to the 15-minute time frame, and I'll bring this in. This is my zone I'm looking at right here. Now we can see a clearer picture. Price came here, boom, broke through it. Price came back to retest, 1, 2. This will be the third time the charm, and then we'll go ahead and look for the rest of the sale from this area. Now, I don't know how good the Fibonacci works on here. I haven't touched it yet, but let's see something here. Let's start drawing. Fib. Okay, let's see. So from here, okay, this one, I think this one, you gotta draw it backwards. Hold on. Let me see. This is so new. Let me see. Making sure this ain't one of them backward joints. 38.20. 50% retracement here. Is that the 50 now? Okay. I just wanted to see how the fib look on here. So I only have my settings on here, so I have to convert my settings over from TradingView, which is cool. So 15-minute time frame. Now what I see inside of that hour, I see in real time we have a imbalance right here. So I'm going to put a rectangle here, and I'm going to start identifying my imbalances with a gold area. So if we get a reaction from here, that sale is valid. Where's it at? I'm trying to get my, I got too much going on my computer. There we go. Boom. So here, this area right here, style. Okay, that's too dark. Fill with transparency. Okay, bet that works. So this area right here, as you see, imbalance. Price came back here, boom, pulled down. So if price come back in here and react to this zone, it'll be ready to go down. If it breaks through this one, then we know, go ahead, wait for it to hit this major key level, and we're good. So again, we're just allowing price to give us the story. What else can I do? Oh, right here, this is perfect. So this is a trend to the upside. I can grab an extended line, draw the trend here, and when it break the trend, take the sell. So now I'm just getting myself prepped for the trade. Trend, no, extended line. Let me click trend. All right, so the extended line isn't on there. Probably change the name on it, which is cool. Boom. So if we break this trend line, close below it, again, I would wait for the same thing. I would be looking for price to hit a imbalance, and then I'll take the trade from there. I'm not going to overcomplicate it at all. I'm not going to force myself or rush into trades. I know the market's going to move. I know it's about to be London session. So now it's just time to be patient and allow the market to play itself out. You don't have to spend all night, all day looking at charts. There's only so much you can do before you run out of things to do besides wait. How many times have you spent hours upon hours just looking at the chart and can't control nothing that's happening, but you're just sitting there waiting? So if we know that, then we have better things that we could be doing versus just sitting here, right? Wait for price periodically, look at the chart, yes. Once you plug into the trade, then that's when you want to go ahead and set the expectation. Hey, I'm not about to be sitting here checking my trade all day. I'm gonna set the stop loss and take profit. Why? Because you have better things to be doing versus trying to focus on if you blew your account or not. This is why we should be waiting on the exact things we need to happen before we plug in. We identify the trend, uptrend, downtrend. Okay, cool. We're on a downtrend. Perfect. Wait for price to get back to a place where it's sold from. Check for supply demand. Once you see the supplies on the demand zone, mark them up. Look for the imbalance, mark the imbalance, wait for price to hit the imbalance, and then take the trade. Put your stop loss above the previous zone. Take profit as the last zone I just bought from. Go for 10 pips. Somebody may be asking, okay, well, if I put 50 in my account, what should my lot size be? Then here's my honest answer. It's your money. You can trade it however you want to. You can control it. If you want to over leverage on your account, you can. If you want to do regular just of 0.01 just to test it out, you can. If you want to do 0.05, you can. What best fits your confidence level with the way you're trading right now? Don't let so much consolidation make you feel like you need to rush into the trade. Don't let you having money in your balance make you feel like you always need to be in a trade. Don't make the mistake. Wait for everything you need to see. And once price give you exactly what you need, take action to bring the cash in. We have NFP in the morning. This is why I'm not going to stay on here too long tonight. 8:30 is the news event. So we're going to be prepped on here around 8 o'clock, 7:38. We're gonna get our chart ready, and we're gonna get ready for the news event. There's gonna be a lot of movement tomorrow. It's NFP, non-farm payroll. We're gonna trade it smart. We're gonna look at the news event. We're gonna follow what the news event say. Potentially, if we don't know what's going on, we may miss some of the move. But again, we can be patient and wait for price to give us what we need before we force ourselves into a trade. Anybody have any questions? I'll be uploading this right here in a minute too. I'll be uploading the other night's video too. Cool beans. So be on the lookout for CAD JPY for the celery with no ranch. Hey, now I will see y'all at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Chosen.
Thank you.
No doubt, family.